Welcome back to the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy Anime Review, episode number 6. Excuse me. We're here discussing the last episodes of season 1 for the series, which finished adapting book number 3. And the ending of the last episode does, in a way, lay the groundwork for season 2. I pray to God, basically, the studio who makes the series passionate gets to give us a season 2. I believe it's Passionate who makes this. Let me take a look and see about that. I believe it's Passionate. I'm mistaken. Yeah, it's Passionate. They're the ones who do it. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, from some of the shows they worked on, I think maybe like one show they've done a follow-up to, and that's been Haruku when they cry. I think that's like the only one they've done like more than one season for. Yeah, they did like 2 seasons of the show, and that was it. Everything else has been like one season. You're like, really? Yeah, really, like one season of a show. And it's only wrapped up like 3 months ago. I'll talk more about that later. So, in the case of these 2 episodes, we pick up where we left off last episode where this guy who was working with the Void, who's basically a subordinate of the Void Lord, which when Leo sees it, it's actually a former hero, which they use her form, and apparently she also is standing in for Roselia, the goddess who gave him the demon sword. They explain basically the origin of the sword in these 2 episodes. And of course, it turns out that you have still in the last episode, she's about to hit by a blast, and then she's saved by 3 undead warriors, which apparently are legend. Like apparently, like they're like the three the 3 warriors who basically are bodyguards, and you know, like high and mighty. And of course, Leo comes in, so he kind of recognizes that the guy. Apparently, he was a subordinate to someone else they knew from years past. As for why he's working with the Voids, completely unknown, or why the heck that as of now, 2 former heroes, 2 heroes have returned to Void Lords. The first one was the one during the first arc of the season, and now we have another one. I'm like, what? Yes, seriously. Second time throughout this whole entire season that according to Leo, the Void Lords, the one we see here, are former heroes who were turned into Void Lords. We should know where the heck these things came from. So the rest of the girls with the elves basically 2 motorcycles, well, futuristic motorcycles that can fly, and they also got sidecars too. She wants to join because she's a little bit strong, of course, despite the fact she's an elf. Which for some reason at the start of this arc, an elf is with the demi-humans and they're on the run for humans. This still does not make a freaking sense to me. Like, why are the demi-humans kept in a dome? It makes the freaking sense at all. I'll get back to that later. So, and of course they see it, and of course they start battling the thing, and of course we have the Knights, where, and it turns like all these souls from these people were killed like 6 years into the series. How about Leo to form this like special bond that supposedly the beat? Like, he takes Demon's sword, and of course he hears the goddess's voice, and he's like, that doesn't sound like that. Even though it sounds like the goddess, it really is not her at all. Not really, no. And we see his flashback of supposedly like initial more fortunate flashback where if he sees if she becomes evil in present day that he has to kill her. He has no choice but probably to do anyways. We'll probably look after her. And of course, basically thanks to the elf hero and the other girls, them feeding the Void Lord, and then of course the reinforcements come, and of course they're all wounded. The elf is basically put on a IV and taken to a hospital. Meanwhile, though, Stella comes out of the shower butt naked, though she's covered in a towel, and drinks Leo's blood, though it's very suggestive the way they show it here. It's almost like basically she takes him to have sex. I am not kidding about that's what the thing looks like, though. And Sherry, of course, is also criticizing, also calls him a dumb demon lord. He's like, I heard that. I think her stuff basically this season is so funny. The fact that she actually also helped out take out one of the Void Angels. Yep. And of course, basically, the elf hero gets out of the hospital, just gets up, takes a sword back, busts a wall, runs, basically escapes for reasons. And you could say, seeing that does lay groundwork for season 2. Haven't heard anything about season 2 yet, but yeah, this season overall has been really good. But if you watch this season, like, here are some questions they don't bother to answer present day. Number 1, why are demi-humans, including elves, imprisoned in domes? Number 2, where the heck these voids come from? Now, if you're curious, does the anime cut out the explanation of the books? No, because they'll explain what the heck these things came from. They come from nothingness. Now, I haven't read any further in the light novels, so if they think, oh, just read more light novels. I've only read the first 3 books. I have never any further than book 3 of the series. Yes, seriously, this is 100% completely true. Now, if you're curious, are the light novels being published? The answer is yes, they are. And as of now, released here of the 15 volumes, which by the way, volume 15 comes out later this month in Japan. Here, they've only released 9 books here. There is a manga adaptation where they have released 4 volumes here. 4 out of 8. Next volume comes out the day after my birthday. Yep. It is something, though, the fact that we haven't seen a season 2 yet. Like, there's been no announcement about season 2. Not really, no. I mean, despite that, it's a really interesting series. I like the fact also that the writer is the same person, so he's very consistent. The director is not that consistent per se. I definitely, well, I'm looking at basically the directors for the episodes. The first, and I think the first episode, let's see, this one named Takeshi Eldry. This person, I think it's a guy or woman, I'm not sure. This person directed the first episode, 8 and 12. There is also Moriyuki, who did 1, 4, and that was it. There is also Yuta Kuda, who did 6 and 7. Hiroka Memento did 5 and 9. And we have 3, 9. It was it was 3. It was 5 and 9. Daka Takamura, he did basically 2 and 3. It's the only one who did 2 straight episodes. Yes, Hayato Tano did directed episode 3 and 7 and 12. I do appreciate, though, that the continuity of the show is very consistent. But it does leave some stuff to be desired, per se. Some stuff here is left unexplained, but in my honest opinion, it doesn't really hurt the show, per se, as some stuff unexplained. Maybe they'll save it for another season. It's possible, but who knows? Now, the next question is like, is there enough material for season 2? Yes. Yes, there is. They only depth 3, so they have only 12 volumes to go. There's nothing stated that it can't be a season 2, but who knows the passion will go for it. Given the fact they've only one show of theirs actually have more than one season, which I think is weird. They work on one season that think that's it. It's kind of the same thing with High School DxD, where they haven't done season 5 yet, even though that basically they could do it. Heck, even the lead voice actress does English, so even she wants to see, well, in their season 2, because that's Jane Marsari. She pointed out on Instagram, she wants to see season 2. And she wants season 5. I even asked her on Twitter, let's talk about this. Do you miss voicing Reyes? She said yes. She misses voicing her. Yeah. But the season was great, and Lucy Christian, she did an excellent job voicing Scylla. Great job. Celia, that's the name, Celia. Yes. There's a few, aside from her, there's Brittany Kowalski voices a princess in the show. She did a pretty good job for her 3 episodes she was in. Now, Natalie Rial is in the show. Yes, she basically is a rival captain. She did a pretty good job for a few episodes she's been in. Monica Rial's younger sister. And as of right now, for this show, I've only heard her voice in Shiver Feld Night, that's 1. 2 was Monster to Love Rue. 3, To Love or Darkness. I think this makes 5 overall, because last show I watched was Edmonton Shed, which was which her character only appeared for like 2 episodes. The entire series, she appeared in the opening episode of season 1, and she also returned for the final episode of season 2. Yeah, but yes, that's gonna be pretty much it for Particular View. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit that dislike button. Next up, 2 comic quarters, and then it's on to the final episode of season 1 of Tales of Wedding Rings. So I have 2 things to say. Awesome. Okay, next video.